Welcome back to Dubsy Bricks and another episode of Building Gotham City, and we're continuing working on Arkham Asylum this week. And first up, we're going to make a start on doing the roof. We've managed to get hold of some black plate and some filler brick, so we're going to start off by sorting that section out there, and then we're going to turn our attentions to that first floor and try and get the interior sorted out and put the windows in and things like that. So let's get the bricks out and let's get started. So here is the roof section all coming on nicely, and as you can see, we just started to build the room in the middle here, which is going to be where the prison warden or the asylum warden's actually going to have his sort of like room. And this hole here is where the stairs are going to be coming up. I'm not sure if I've done that in the right place or not, but we can easily amend it if we haven't. So let's carry on building that room up and see what we can get done. And here we have the structure on the top of Arkham Asylum. So I'm not sure whether to put like a clock in here or windows. I'm thinking probably windows. I think the clock will look better in the actual main city itself when we get around to that part of it. What we're going to do next is put all the windows, etc. in here, and then we'll start considering what we're going to do with the actual interior. So I've moved the stairs, they're over one side, so the stairs will come up and then there'll be a little corridor which will come around here. Then out here will be another wall, possibly, or something that was sort of like leads like a reception area, and then this bit back here will be the office for whoever's in charge of Arkham Asylum. So let's get those window pieces in and then we'll carry on from there. And that's the windows all put in place, and as you can see, we've also put a door and the wall inside as well, so that's the office area already now. And I've tiled off the top of this and put the modified plates for a couple of studs on each end, and that's so we can have the removable roof on there, but also so the studs can keep it in place. Still got to work out what we're going to do with this section here and over here, and also again what we're going to do on these front bits here. And here is the roof section on top of Arkham Asylum, and I'm not liking the way that overhangs. It doesn't look right having that building overhanging like that. So we're going to modify that, push it back by a few studs so it's all in line with the section there. And again, the same on the back. I'm going to bring it forward a little bit, so hopefully that'll make it look a little bit better. I'm not sure what I'll then do on the black bit on the front there, or whether or not we will sort of like make the roof section so that when it goes back there it stays in line. But yeah, we'll just have a little bit of a play with that. So let's pull that back off. And here we have Arkham Asylum with the top section on, and not liking the look of it. I don't know what is about it, whether it's just that's too thin and it needs to be out to the width of there, whether I need some of the grey still up the top here, not sure. The roof section, again, not convinced by that. I've tried to get some detail in there with the parts available to me, but I'm thinking I might need to get more of these to do the final top section on there. But what we're going to do now, we're going to sort of like take the whole roof section back off. I'm going to extend that bit there and try and do a little bit more of a design with it, and then we'll check back in once we've done so and show you what it looks like. And here we have the top two floors of Arkham Asylum. So much happier with this centre section here now, with the archway at the top rather than the whole circle. I think that looks better, and also not having the arch down here but having up there again, I think that looks a lot better. So what we're going to do now is just carry on building this up. I may tweak a couple of bits, like I don't think it necessarily needs this grey bit all the way along here, so I think we could change that out for the reddish brown. But yeah, I'm a lot happier with that. It's going to look a lot different once we got all the bars on all of the windows. Now with the roof section, this one here I think is way too flat. It needs to be steeper, or potentially even look something similar to what we've got like on the fire station, for example. And if I just pop a picture on screen now, I'm just wondering whether something like that might look a little bit nicer on here. With this section around here, again, I think it just looks a little bit plain, and I'm going to put some statues on here, but I'm just wondering whether I need something every so often to break up that bit there. So again, we're going to have a little bit of a think about what we're going to do with this section, because I'm not convinced that I've got it looking how I want it to at the moment, but it's a start. That's the main thing. I was planning on doing the rooms in this wall, however I've realised I'm a little bit low on the bricks I need for doing that area, so I'm just going to hold fire on that. And also I do need to revamp the floor in there, because where I moved the cells when I redid the windows here, where the stairs are coming up is about 3 or 4 bricks out, so I am going to need to redo the entire floor section in there, which isn't a massive job, so we can quite easily do that. But I might as well do it when I've got all the bricks in as well. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn my attention to the tower here, and I'm going to build the tower up. Now I've got to decide whether or not I am going to have the connection or the platform that goes across to the tower coming out of that doorway just down here where it originally is at the moment, or whether or not I do something with the roof. Like I could modify it so there's a flat area there and it goes across, so you would get to the guard tower from this building here, which is something I am thinking might look a little bit better. So again, it's just another decision I've got to make on there, but either way, let's get that section over to the table and get the tower built up. And here's the first attempt at the guard tower. So I've shrunk the size of the actual centre tower going up there. As you can see, there's a row of black plates showing there, so I shrunk the whole thing by 1 brick. And the idea was to make, if I made it that little bit narrower, I was hoping it was going to make the building feel bigger. So that's the reason I've gone for that. I'm going to leave it as it is for the time being. I'm going to decide what I'm going to do about this roof before I commit to any final decision on the tower there. But yeah, it's getting there slowly but surely. It's definitely a work in progress. But what we're going to do next is we're going to take the roof off of the garage section here, and we're just going to put a little bit of greenery on there and just put a little bit of garden so we can bring some colour into the mock. And there's the start of the garden centre. So as you can see, we put the statue in that came with the original Arkham Asylum set that we had, and put a couple of shrubs around there. I want to get some more dark green plate to put around here, and then we'll put some benches and a couple of other details on that part. It'd be nice to get some different colour flowers. I only had the pink from when I did the Batcave and Wayne Manor, so it'd be nice to get a different colour on that part of it. The tower, I think I'm going to have another quick go at changing that. There's something about I don't quite like. It would be nice to have a platform that goes around it so you could walk all the way around if you wanted to. However, I think it's going to look a little bit too big by how much I would need to make it stick out. So we're just going to have a little bit of a play and see what we can come up with, and we'll check back in once we've done so. And there is our revised tower. I'm much happier having the reddish brown on that part there. I've made this bit here wider by 2 studs in both directions, so that's looking a lot better as well, I think. How many figure space to get up to that tower, I have no idea, but we'll cross that bridge a little bit later. Need to find out my black railings to go around the tower. I know I've got some. And once I found them, we can put that on there, and again, that's just going to help with the final look of it. But we need to work out how you would get a minifigure over to there, whether it's going to be sort of like from this room here and change this whole roof section, or from the doorway around the side there. We can easily close that doorway in if we go against that. But yeah, there's a lot of decisions to make on the roof section. I'm not happy with it, especially that bit there. I think it looks terrible, so I do need to get that all changed this week. But really pleased that this part of the Gotham City is getting quite close to being finished now. It's can't believe how long it's taken to do this this section here. I think this is week 8. I never expect to take anywhere near that long. Obviously, I've still got some rock work to do, and all 3 of these floors in here have got work that needs to be done on them. So we'll hopefully have a good push over the next couple of weeks and get that all finished, and then we can turn our attentions back to other parts of Gotham City. Obviously, these buildings over here, we've still got a lot of work to do on those and get those all finished. And it'd be really nice to get back to these, because I have had a lot of parts come in for doing those. So fingers crossed we'll be able to get back to them very shortly. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the update. If you have, please give us a big thumbs up. If you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing to the channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future content on the channel. And please share it with family and friends. Anyway, thanks for popping on by, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.